Heat shimmers in the air, the music swells, and then a single gunshot cuts through the silence as a wolf collapses on frozen ground. For many viewers, this moment feels shocking, dramatic, even unsettling. But for farmers across rural Canada, this scene has become an increasingly familiar reality. In wide-open ranchlands, dense forests, and remote farming communities, the wolf population has expanded rapidly over the last decade, pushing predators closer to livestock, homes, and livelihoods. What you are witnessing is not a spectacle staged for excitement, but the front line of a growing struggle between wildlife conservation and human survival. This is the reality Canadian farmers wake up to every day, and it is far more complex than it appears at first glance. Across provinces like Alberta and British Columbia, wolves have become a constant and unpredictable threat to cattle, sheep, and calves. These predators do not follow a schedule. They strike during the day, under bright skies, and just as often under the cover of darkness. A single pack can wipe out years of careful breeding in one night. According to estimates, more than 3,500 livestock animals are killed by wolves in Canada each year, resulting in economic losses valued at roughly $13 million annually. And those numbers only reflect reported cases. Many small farmers never report losses, either because compensation is limited or because they feel nothing will change. The most serious situations occur in specific regions where large wolf packs roam freely near farmland. These areas are often referred to as high-risk or red zones, where wolf attacks on livestock happen up to 3 times more often than in surrounding regions. In Alberta, ranchers have reported repeated attacks within the same grazing areas, even after wolves were driven off once before. In British Columbia, the problem intensifies in spring, when newborn calves and lambs become easy prey. These losses do not just reduce income for a single season. They disrupt breeding cycles, weaken herds, and push ranchers into long-term financial instability that can take years to recover from. Faced with mounting pressure from farming communities, provincial governments in Alberta and British Columbia have implemented strict wolf control measures designed to reduce predator numbers in the most affected areas. These measures include issuing controlled hunting permits that allow licensed hunters and in some cases, farmers themselves to kill wolves near farms, forest edges, and known livestock corridors. The goal is not eradication, but population control, reducing conflict while maintaining a stable wolf presence in the ecosystem. Unlike relocation, which is expensive and often ineffective, hunting directly reduces pack numbers and discourages wolves from returning to high-risk zones. Experienced hunters typically use long-range rifles that allow them to take wolves safely and humanely from a distance. Accuracy is critical, not only for ethical reasons but also for safety, as wolves are intelligent, fast, and highly aware of their surroundings. Despite how it may appear in short clips, wolf hunting in Canada is not a free-for-all. It is tightly regulated by provincial governments to ensure that populations remain balanced within the ecosystem. Each province sets annual quotas based on scientific data, tracking wolf density, reproduction rates, and livestock damage reports. In many regions, quotas are limited to 7 to 10 wolves per hunter per season, though this number may vary depending on local conditions. In Alberta, where attacks surged sharply in 2023, quotas were temporarily expanded in certain zones to help reduce economic losses and protect vulnerable farms. The minimum hunting age is generally 18, although in some provinces, youth as young as 16 may participate under close adult supervision. Physical fitness and mental alertness are also essential, as wolf hunting demands stamina, quick reflexes, and long hours in harsh weather. Under these regulations, hunters in Alberta and British Columbia use a range of proven tactics. Long-range rifles with high accuracy, paired with modern scopes, are the preferred tools. Ideal shooting distances typically range from 165 to 330 yards, depending on terrain, weather, and hunter skill. If daytime wolf hunting is difficult, nighttime operations are far more challenging. Wolves are most active after sunset, moving silently through fields and forests under cover of darkness. This nocturnal behavior is one of the reasons livestock losses are so severe, leaving many Alberta and British Columbia farmers sleepless, listening for sounds outside their homes. To counter this threat, hunters often begin their operations at dusk and remain active until dawn. Hunters frequently position themselves on elevated ground, scanning wide areas while moving slowly and deliberately to avoid noise. The ideal shooting range for night hunts is typically between 50 and 150 yards, although skilled hunters may take longer shots under the right conditions. Despite the difficulty, night hunting is highly effective. Reports from Canadian wildlife agencies indicate that wolves taken at night outnumber daytime kills by roughly 2 to 1 in high-risk areas. For farmers, this is not about sport or excitement. It is about survival. A single wolf can kill 15 to 20 sheep in one night, causing losses that may take years to recover from. For many rural families, night hunting represents the last line of defense between their livelihood and financial ruin. In addition to hunting, wolf trapping remains another widely used method for protecting farms and managing wolf populations in Canada. Trapping allows hunters to control wolves without direct confrontation, which can be particularly useful in remote or difficult terrain. However, trapping requires deep knowledge of wolf behavior and movement patterns. According to the Canadian Wildlife Service, in 2022 alone, approximately 4,800 wolves were captured using traps, accounting for about 55% of all wolves removed in high-risk areas that year. Compared to traditional hunting, trapping is especially effective in open plains, dense forests, or areas that are difficult to access regularly. Still, it remains one of the most controversial methods. Animal welfare advocates argue that traps are inhumane and risk injuring non-target species. Farmers and wildlife managers counter that modern traps, when used correctly and monitored regularly, are necessary tools for protecting livestock and maintaining balance. This ongoing conflict has no simple solution. Conservationists emphasize the ecological importance of wolves, pointing to their role in controlling prey populations and shaping natural ecosystems. Farmers emphasize the immediate reality of dead livestock, damaged property, and financial insecurity. Both perspectives are rooted in valid concerns, and both sides believe they are acting responsibly. At its core, wolf control in Canada is not about entertainment, trophies, or thrill-seeking. After following this journey, the question remains open. Which method do you believe is most responsible? Controlled hunting, regulated trapping, or alternative solutions yet to be fully developed? Share your thoughts in the comments, join the conversation, and subscribe to our channel as we continue exploring the real, often uncomfortable realities of wildlife management in Canada.
If you'll enjoy this video, please like and subscribe my channel for more information.